meal prep started. Get this meal. Prep a. Okay, meal prep. So a lot of people be asking me questions still. How do you meal prep? How should I start? So I'm going to make yet again another video. Vegan this time, since I have been vegan for about 3 months now. And this is going to explain how to meal prep. So I'm going to say a couple different things this time that I usually don't touch on. So let's talk about how to see how many days you need to prep for. Let's do that real quick. So basically, me, I work a full-time job, 40 hours a week. I hit the gym 5 days a week, maybe 4 times at the least. And I work out, I do cardio, all that kind of stuff. So I don't really have time to cook throughout the week. I have 2 days off a week, and when my manager is set up, he probably gives me those days back to back to be smart. So yeah, I really don't have time throughout the week to come back in the kitchen and cook. So for me, cooking for 7 days is ideal. So in all my meal prep videos, you will see me cook for 7 days. I have all my dishes kind of laid out right here for 7 days, and that's just how I do it to get my goals achieved. Now, I know people who can meal prep for 3 days, people who meal prep for just lunch, people who meal prep for just breakfast and lunch. It depends really on what you need. If you're someone who is just starting to meal prep, I would start off doing 3 meals for a couple days out the week just to get into the rhythm of cooking in that high of a volume. Make sure everything tastes good and you're not rushing or just figuring out how much time it's going to take you to cook as many meals. And then as you get better, add on more meals. That's personally what I did. I didn't cook. I didn't eat 5 meals a day, first of all, in the beginning of my nutrition plan anyway. It took me a while to build up for my stomach to even be able to eat that much. So it's definitely levels to it. So first thing I would tell you when you want to meal prep is to figure out how many days I'm going to meal prep. So don't think when you watch my videos you have to meal prep for 7 days and you have to eat 5 meals a day. For a bodybuilder like me, and yes, I can call myself a bodybuilder, I need to eat at least 5 meals a day, and I have to eat 7 days out the week. There can't be a day I'm not eating right. So pretty much that's how I meal prep. So that's, I guess, key number 1. So let me just take this. So basically what I have here is all the ingredients that I'm going to be using for my meal prep. Last week I kind of overcooked on my chickpeas, so I have a little bit of chickpeas extra. I definitely overcooked on black beans, so I froze me 2 containers of black beans. So my beans are probably cooked for this prep. I probably won't need to cook any beans, which is thankful. I usually get 4 bags of kale. I might usually have like a cup of kale for every meal that I have kale in. I have some almond milk left over and a brand new one, so I don't use 2 containers of almond milk, but yeah. Strawberries, I probably will use all these strawberries. I have 1 small one for my salad, 1 big one for my smoothies. Hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are really good for vegans who want to get protein. So hemp seeds have, if I can zoom in on this for you, 5 grams of protein for every 30 grams. Every 15 grams, sorry. So I put 60 grams of hemp seeds into my smoothies for breakfast every morning. I'm trying to get away from pea protein. So yeah, I definitely do put hemp seeds in. It is kind of high in fat. If I use 60 grams, it gives me about 28 grams of fat, which is high, but that's probably like the only source of fat because I could definitely don't cook with high fatty oils. And spinach, so I eat all my spinach raw. About 2 containers are for my breakfast smoothies and 1 full container I'll use for my salad. And I'm making tempeh for the first time just to get a little bit of a low carb. So my tempeh is back here. You can see that. Tempeh organic. I have the flaxseed tempeh. I'm going to soak it in this vegetable broth. I'll show you the guys that later. But yeah, tempeh basically is my low carb alternative, and that has only 9 grams of carbs and 15 grams of protein per serving. And the serving is only 3 ounces. So this can be, replacing of a piece of salmon or anything like that. I'll probably do, since it's low in carb, I'll probably do 6 ounces of tempeh to get 30 grams per serving and see how that, feels. Alright, so let's start it off like this. When you meal prep, if you already saw before, I already have my beans cooked and I already have my chickpeas cooked, my black beans and my chickpeas. So usually I would start cooking that right now, boiling the water and getting my sweet potatoes ready to be put in the oven, because I like to make the things that take the longest first. That's like really important so you get out of the kitchen faster. You don't want to save the one thing that takes the longest for last. So first I'm going to prep my, I guess you can say my container, my pan for my sweet potatoes. I'm going to put in there. So I have my grapeseed oil. It's regular ground cinnamon. I'm going to sprinkle that on the base. And I'm going to weigh out my cooked sweet potatoes. So I do 100 grams of uncooked weight of sweet potatoes per serving. So right here it's 102. 102, I'll take that. So I'll place that right here. That's for one. Okay. That's 98 grams right there. I'm just going to take that and take those less 2 grams, and that's going to be my serving right there. That's kind of sad. Alright, so let's go again. That's 100 grams on the money. I'm going to take that off and put that here. I think I could fit like one more in this pan. $76, $90, $95. So that's 111. That's 109. Let's take one away. 88. Okay, let's put one on. 115. Let's take one off. 92. Let's take another one off. 78. 102. Boom. Okay. Then we're going to set that there. So that's sweet potatoes for 1, 2, 3, 4 days. I'm going to prep 3 more days and put this in the oven. Alright, just letting you know right now, Tanya, you will be in my video and I have no problem with that. Tanya, everybody! Okay, so now I'm going to make my smoothie for breakfast. Ingredients: hemp seeds, vanilla, unsweetened almond milk, organic bananas, oh shit, strawberries, and oh yeah, mad spinach. So since I got the blender perfectly here after I hit it all crazy, let's do this. So basically I'm gonna have my food scale. I'll put right here, I guess, so it can be in view. Get that calculated. Ooh, you got wine, Tanya got wine.
Yeah, the kind of day we had, I thought we had.
Yes, Tanya got wine. Tanya got wine. Tanya got wine. Tanya got wine.
Where's your white opener?
Wine. I don't know what a wine opener is. Okay. So, dish on here just to, like, I guess help me measure everything. Scale it to 0 whenever it hits 0. Okay. 0. Alright, so girl. It's here. I'm using the scale. It's just here in spirit. Alright, so first I'm going to do 2 bananas in every breakfast smoothie. I'm only making 1. And then, yeah, we'll do it like that. So we're going to have 1 cup of strawberries, which is 156 grams. I know that off the dome because I am the shiznai. We will do 100 grams of spinach for every breakfast smoothie. About 100 grams of spinach. Could be like a handful, depends on how precise you are. And then almond milk, whatever, I'll just do milliliters. So I'm going to use the container I'm going to actually put the smoothie in. Change my scale to milliliters. And put 240 milliliters, which equals 1 cup. So I want 60 grams of hemp seeds in here. It's peachy hot. Okay, 0. Okay. 60 grams of hemp seeds is 20 grams of protein. Then 100 grams of spinach is 5 grams of protein. My bananas give me about 3 grams of protein. Strawberries give me, I think, no protein, but my almond milk gives me 1 gram, so I have about like 29 grams of protein in this breakfast. Alright, just to resume really quick. 2 bananas, 100 grams of spinach, 156 grams of strawberries, and we're going to have 1 cup of almond milk with 60 grams of hemp seeds mixed in there. I'm going to pour that in. Alright, where's the top? And I'm going to just spin it. And that is my breakfast. It usually fits just about to the top. I rarely ever have any extras, but it's about like 28, 29 grams of protein in here. Okay, so that was meal number 1 of the day. Meal number 2 is usually just a regular post-workout shake. I usually work out in the morning time, so after the workout I get a nice little protein smoothie. I use pea protein. I got it off of bodybuilding.com. Very simple. I don't use any different vegan protein yet. I bought this really big tub of pea protein a while ago, and I refused to buy any more protein, so I use the protein that I already have. So 1 scoop of pea protein and a cup of almond milk that you've seen me use before at Trader Joe's. That's meal number 2. Meal number 3 is going to be my spinach salad that I love so much. So I have a few ingredients. Let me grab them real quick. Okay, so for my spinach salad, of course, I'm going to have some spinach. I have some strawberries, dried cranberries from Trader Joe's, and some chickpeas that I froze from last week, okay? So basically, let me just put you guys to a good spot. Okay, so first we're going to do 100 grams of spinach. So this is 100 grams right there. I'm going to do 50 grams of these dried cranberries. Chickpeas, 50 grams. Okay. And then strawberries. Let me rinse these off really quick. Alright, so I need 50 grams of strawberries. And then that is my salad. Okay, so we have my breakfast smoothie done. Okay, post-workout shake done. Salad done. Now we're going to go on to the last 2 meals that I eat for the day. The most important thing, I already have my sweet potatoes working. Those should be done in about... Let me just feel them. They're getting soft. They've been in there for almost an hour, so I'm gonna leave them in there for longer. I think those outlast. So I'm gonna get my kale done now. Like I said earlier, I have 4 bags of kale. Each bag has about 16 ounces. Out of the 5 meals I eat, 2 of them contain 1 cup of kale. So I'm gonna have 1 cup of kale in 2 of my meals, 7 days a week. So I need a lot of kale for the week. So how I prepare my kale is pretty simple. Grapeseed oil. I'm just gonna put one capful of grapeseed oil. Some of my favorite seasonings that I use for my kale is parsley. So parsley, turmeric or turmeric, whatever people call it. It's really good for anti-bloating. So if you get bloated a lot, turmeric is really good for that. It gives your food like a kind of like a curry powder taste. I mean curry powder look, but not the taste. I'm going to use some regular seasoning, everyday seasoning from Trader Joe's. I'm going to use some black pepper. I have some minced garlic somewhere around here. So a good amount of garlic. And then I'm gonna get some filtered water. I do not like to use tap water to cook with. I do use tap water to rinse, but not to cook. So some people do bottled water. Some people have a purifier on their sink. I just use the filtered water, or I have bottles of water that I use from downstairs. I'm gonna put some water in there to get a base. So let me just show this a little better. It's a nice loose base. I'm gonna put in here. So I'm gonna put my whole bag of kale in here, and I'm gonna saute that for about 5 minutes. While my kale is going, I'm gonna hop on to my next thing. So I'm making tempeh for the first time, and I've had it sitting in this vegetable broth. I boiled it for about 5 minutes in the vegetable broth, and then I let it sit in the vegetable broth just to consume a little bit more flavor for about 20 minutes, I'll say. So now I'm going to move it over to the sauteing pan where I'm going to start preparing. Okay. So I have the tempeh in the pan. I'm actually going to pour some of this vegetable broth in here just for a little bit of a sauteing base. So a lot of people that I see make this, since this is my first time, this grapeseed oil, have used a significant amount of oil to make this. And I really don't want to use a lot of grapeseed oil because of the simple fact that it's high in fat, and I'm trying to stay as low in fat as I can. And so I'm going to keep that vegetable broth base there to help me, you know, keep the moisture. So I'm going to pack on all my seasonings really quick. So I'm going to just show you some of the seasonings I'm going to use. This is an everyday seasoning from Trader Joe's. And I'm just picking my favorite seasonings, honestly, for this. I like a lot of taste and natural spice, no hot sauce spice, but a nice zest. So I'm going to put that on there. I'm definitely going to get some cayenne pepper. So here goes some cayenne pepper that I want to be using. I want to just try to spread that as evenly as possible over everything. Great. I'm definitely going to use some turmeric. Oh, I didn't show. I'm so rude. Turmeric over. Okay. And let's just throw some oregano in there because I want to, not because I need to. So I have some oregano. I'm going to cut the pan on kind of like a medium. I'm going to put it on a 7.5 out of 10. I'm definitely going to flip both sides so that everything gets a chance to be played with. And then I'm going to saute it. I'm going to let this go on for about 10 to 15 minutes and let it sit. You don't have to really worry about overcooking and undercooking with tempeh because of the simple fact that it is not a meat product. So I'm going to just get it till I get a certain texture that I'm looking for. So I'll zoom back in when I'm all done with this. Okay, so next we're going to do meal number 4 for me. So we have breakfast smoothie, post-workout shake, salad, and now this is meal number 4. Whenever I do kale, kale is pretty much like my favorite green vegetable right now. I don't really eat anything else. So when I do cook my green vegetable for the kale, I do not, for one, overcook my kale. I cook it and I saute it for about 6-7 minutes at the highest. And I don't do it on the highest heat. The vegetables are still crunchy. So So 67 grams of kale equals 1 cup. That's 67. And then we're going to get 3 ounces of tempeh. So that tempeh is so good. First time having it, and it's really good. I seasoned it really well. The texture is fine, and it has no bad aftertaste. So everyone that I see who made tempeh online, they basically did not want the tempeh to kind of overpower or have a bad aftertaste, so they boiled it in vegetable broth. So I would just suggest that for anyone who is thinking about trying tempeh, which is a soy alternative, to definitely bake it or boil it, I'm sorry, in vegetable broth first. If you're vegan, or chicken broth, whatever. If you're not vegan, you just want to try something different. But this right here is about 3 ounces. It's 2.6 ounces. I never want to go over, so I'm going to stick it right here at 2.6 ounces. And that is my meal number 4. So it's going to be about 2.5 to 3 ounces of tempeh and then 67 grams of kale. That's going to be my low carb. And I'm going to have this for meal number 4 for 7 days straight. Alright, so next we're going to do meal number 5. So let's do recap again. Breakfast smoothie, post-workout shake, spinach salad with strawberries, chickpeas, and cranberries. We had the tempeh, 3 ounces of tempeh, and 1 cup of kale for meal number 4. And now this is meal number 5. I still want to keep it a kind of low carb. So let me move this out the way really quick. So this is my food scale and my container I'm going to put everything in. These black beans, remember, were already done from last week, so I'm blessed with that. So my sweet potatoes are going to be easy because, as you saw earlier, I prepped those already. So literally all I have to do is take those out in the amount I saw and make 100 grams. Then my kale I have working right now, so I put my kale in last. My kale is still going to be 67 grams. And then I'm going to put 50 grams of black beans in here. So that's the most important. That's going to be my protein. So
Hi, Mommy.
so I have 50 grams. My mother is finally home, so it's kind of loud. But yeah, so 50 grams of black beans, 100 grams of uncooked wake for the sweet potatoes, and the kale. I'll have 6-7 grams. Mom, say hi. I want to say that you're in the camera and I'm not editing it out. So this will be meal number 5 for me. So this is basically my meal prep. I'm done. I'm not going to show you how I put food in a container. That's pretty much self-explanatory. So yeah, this is all my 5 meals. I'm going to recap really quick when I'm done and then let you guys out of here. I'm going to point out really quick, I decided to put 2 cups of kale in this one instead of 1, just to amp up my greens. So 50 grams of black beans, 2 cups of kale, and then 100 grams of sweet potatoes in meal number 5. Okay, so all finished. Breakfast smoothie, I have, who is this? 100 grams of spinach, 50 grams of strawberries. Oh, I just lied. 156 grams of strawberries. I have 2 bananas in here, 1 cup of almond milk, and 60 grams of hemp seeds. So I have breakfast smoothies for the week, 7 days. Here I have my salad. So 50 grams of cranberries, 50 grams of strawberries, 50 grams of chickpeas, and 100 grams of spinach. I have salad for the week here. Then next one is my tempeh meal. So I have 3 ounces of tempeh and 1 cup of kale, which is 67 grams total. So that's that. Meal number 4. Post-workout shake for the protein smoothie after my workout. And here I have about almost 2 cups of kale, 100 grams of sweet potatoes uncooked whey, and 50 grams of black beans. So this is my meal prep once again, finally done and finished. Thank you for viewing and watching. Subscribe before you go. Leave a comment in the comment box if you would like to. And always, thanks for watching.